We've had strategy plans forever. Think about the classic strategy plan. It exists in a binder. It's full of all kinds of detail. Nobody knows what's in the strategic plan. You can't even get the CEO to tell you what's in the strategic plan. So what happens if our employees don't know what's in the strategic plan? They're going to do whatever they think they should do to make things right. They're going to do whatever they think will maximize their bonuses, their promotion, their pay along the way. So most of us credit McDonald's with the invention of the classic one-page strategy plan. They produced one in 2002, 2003 issue called sort of the Plan to Win. It has really developed over the last 20 years into the one-page strategy map. So what's on a one-page strategy map? What we want to have is our employees to know what it is that we want them to focus on, and we all have to be aligned throughout the entire organization. You can't do that if they don't know what it is. You can't do it if you make it overly complex, and you can't do it if they can't remember it. If when they're dealing with customers and when they're dealing with other employees, they can't remember what all the elements of the strategy are, then you don't have a strategy. Classic one-page strategy map outlines who it is we're competing with, right? Who have we put into that comparison competitive set? What is it that is orthodox table stakes that we know has to get fixed? What are the big things that we need to get up to the median so we're not frustrating our customers, we're not frustrating our employees? Then, what are the 2 or 3 things that are true competitive advantages? We will have vetted those through resource-based analysis. We will have done a lot of work on those things. What do we want to hear customers say about those competitive advantages? Not what they do say. What would we want to hear them say? That if they said that, it would tell us that competitive advantage was really driving customers past our competitors and towards us. And finally, what are the activity metrics that we want our employees to do that we believe will lead to those statements, and therefore the competitive advantages, being true? That we believe will improve our ability to get customers to go past competitors and come to us. This is a one-page strategy map. It then becomes a core part. So by itself, I'll use it with my employees, but it becomes a core part of the value transfer that we need to see happen. So most of us have put this into a value transfer model. On the left-hand side of the model are our KPIs. What do we want to achieve? What does the board want to achieve? What does leadership want to achieve? And it's classic outcome ones. What do you want for your EBITDA? What do you want for new customer development? What do you want for whatever it is? Tell me what your KPIs are. How do you get to those KPIs? You don't get to those KPIs because you want them. I really want 50% growth in sales. Well, good luck with that. It's how are we going to achieve them? We achieve them with our competitive advantages. We achieve them by not frustrating our customers. So what are your KPIs? Then it's all the elements of the strategy map. And on the far end, what do your customers want? What are your customers' desired outcomes from dealing with you and from working with you? Then we stress test this value transfer model. You think these are your competitive advantages. You think this is what employees do to get you there. You think this is what we want, customers want. Does it get us to our KPIs? And if it doesn't, then we need to go start changing, moving things around to what will get us. And this stress tests the entire organization for alignment in strategy.